Darcy.
And that's Claire.
And that is Hayley.
And we are Chaos to Curtain, a new theatre company and this podcast.
And we have our very first ever guest. This is Hayley Smith. I'm very, very excited. Thank you for being here. We're going to do a very quick update, let everybody know what we've been working on, and then we've got some amazing Q&A to go with Hayley. And she has seen these questions before. I haven't been that mean, but you haven't seen the Q&A. You haven't seen the quickfire that we're going to do later, which is going to be fun. So a very quick update from us. We've been working really hard at looking at bank accounts, fundraisers.
That's the main thing I would say. We've been looking at a lot of fundraisers.
Is a big
so
one.
Watch this space. I wouldn't say it's going to happen in the next 5 minutes, but we will be sending some more info out where you guys can help us out as well.
Yeah, you could be getting involved with the fundraiser. But as we've said, this is all about community, about local talent, about supporting people that don't always get seen. So if you're that person that always auditions and has the most incredible voice or the best magician act or is one of the best street dancers we've ever seen, we want to get you on our stage because we want you to be seen.
Yes.
Cool. It's time to meet Hayley.
Hello.
Insert an applause section here. There you go. If it didn't work, we've got Darcy. So we are going to ask you a few questions, but we just want to say thank you, obviously, for coming on our podcast.
No, thank you. I'm so excited to see all that you're doing. I have been following along.
I know, you've been amazing. She's always sharing stuff, saying like you need to listen to us and stuff. So
I just think it's brilliant, ladies. Well done.
Thank you.
Done.
I will say, as a disclaimer, we are adults and we're talking with adult language, so if it gets a bit fruity and you stick around and get... Yes, the swearing is allowed, but I'm just warning those, you might want to listen to it first before you let little ears listen, or if you're not into that, move on.
Yeah.
Okay,
you can't come for us. That's the main thing.
Okay, back to the fun bit. Come on.
Back to the fun bit. So we're going to come in with some questions just because we want you guys to get to know Hayley the way that we know Hayley, but also with a few more detailed questions. Let's see what we've got. Did I send you the ones or did I lie? No. The very first question I want to know, and this is purely from working with you and knowing you as a friend and technically colleague, you wear so many different hats. You're a director, you're a celebrant, you're a performer, and you're a mum. So how would you describe yourself in your own words?
I've got one more to add to that list.
Go on.
I'm a teacher too.
Oh. I mean, that wasn't long enough. That was half the page.
Yeah. So
how would you describe yourself though?
Busy.
Yeah.
Busy. I think the best word to describe all that I do is a storyteller.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Obviously when working on theatre, I'm looking at the wider picture, looking at the whole story, whereas obviously as a celebrant I am working with families, working with couples, and a really, really sometimes beautiful, sometimes quite difficult time.
I can imagine.
And it's about sharing their stories, their experiences and their ceremony in a way that is authentic.
I love
to
that.
them. Yeah, just this week I worked with a family on a funeral and they said, you're going to wear orange.
Okay,
That's
love that.
Yeah.
We are having it in the pub.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have sausage and chips and ice cream.
Sold.
Brilliant. So, and it is.
Sign me up.
It's true because that's what their person would want.
Yeah.
And
it's a celebration of life at the end of the day. It's not meant to be a mourn. Do you know what I mean?
You know, they didn't want to sit in a chapel or crematorium.
Good for them.
They wanted it at the pub.
Yeah,
so that's what we
absolutely
did.
love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, I'm going to let Darcy ask number 2.
Okay.
Oh, you've already got them.
I've got mine.
There you go.
What first inspired you to get involved in theatre and performing?
I was always the bossy child putting on performances in a living room in front of my mum and her friends, boring the pants
I
off
can
them.
definitely relate. Yeah.
That was me.
Still do it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm nearly 41 and my mum still comes and watches me in all the concerts
I mean,
and things.
this is literally what we're doing. We're just making it professional.
Hi parents. Yeah, they're sat
Love you
behind the
guys.
camera. Yeah.
But I think, in truth, where it really started for me was with the Rugby Theatre Youth Project. And from the ages of 14 to 21, that was the highlight of my year. Going to the auditions and then seeing if you get a recall and then joining this company. And I think young people today have there's so many opportunities to take part in theatre. You know, locally we've got 5-Star, we've got PQA Academy, we've got the VDA. You know, they're just 3 that I can just read off the top of my head.
Chaos to curtain.
Chaos to curtain. But you know, there was the opportunities. But when I was a child a million years ago, there just wasn't.
No.
So this became
that's the same for us, isn't it?
Yeah. It became so important, and because it was so important, and it was about meeting people who I felt comfortable with, that I'd actually found people that I related to, and my tribe, for want of a better word, it really led me down the community theatre route.
Yeah, I like that as well, because even though we're doing a professional theatre company, I've done professional theatre, you have as well, but we've done a lot of community theatre and worked in a lot, and that's how we connected as well. And then we want to keep that kind of feeling. But then obviously just trying
you kind of want to bring them both together.
We want to kind of somehow make them work together, because it is important. And I think, like, I can agree with you with what you've just said. Like, I was the same, like, you know, you kind of find your own village, don't you? Your tribe, and that's it in it. And it's really, just nice.
But I think it's even truer for, so we have all these opportunities, and there's so many brilliant companies here in rugby for young people. And there are also for adults, but not as many. But not as many. Who are putting out some incredible work out there. But what I like about the work that I've been doing over the last sort of 3 years, really, in effect, is very, very inclusive.
Anyone is welcome.
Anyone's welcome. It's not
ability, or you know what I mean. Different levels of ability.
We're not audition. You know, there is no audition really. In effect, it's like, you want to do a show, okay, come and do a show. And we're not creaming off local talent. It's like, no, we're all in together. Let's do this together. So it becomes more about the product. Is only a very, very, very small part of the process.
Yeah, it's the tip of the iceberg.
It is the tip of the iceberg, and you're all, you know, scrabbling together, trying to put together this performance. But the people that I've been working with over the last 3 years, you know, we've got from all sorts of different backgrounds. We've got teachers, we've got lawyers, we've got social workers, we've got mums, we've got we've got grandparents, we've got retirees. The last show that I did, we had 10 to 80.
That's crazy. I love that.
And I love it.
Yeah.
Because it offers opportunities for everybody.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't be kind of told you can't do something. You've just
because
got to
of an age
category.
And also it's enabling people who might not really, apart from the young ones, might be like, oh, that's my grandma, but then like they're meeting other people
It's combating
of that age,
loneliness.
and that's a really big thing, and that's a lot of community theatre, but like I like that as the forefront.
For a lot of the people in the companies that I've been working in, it's one night a week.
Yeah,
it's not 3, it's not 4. You know,
that's the same for me. Now I'm a mum. That's it. I can only do one night a week,
but then
2 nights a
also
week.
They're getting out one night a week.
It's one night a week. You know, actually the company that I've been, the Rugby Operatics, who I've been working with the last few years, they haven't got a rehearsal today. It's half term. There's a group of them going out for a drink anyway.
Yeah, they've made that,
and that's
social.
That is
community.
So that means more to me than any of the shows that I've done.
So as a director, what do you love most about bringing a production to life?
It is such a mammoth effort from start to finish. And the first few weeks are always really icky. Just hideous. Where people are trying to get to grips with new music, particularly if you work with a musical, trying to kind of find out if they're new to company, where they sort of fit in. And then it just suddenly starts to take shape. Then it goes a bit icky again towards the end when you're trying to put it all together, and then then magic happens.
Yeah,
magic
it all just falls together.
There's always a point, and I cry, where I go, oh my god, we've got a show.
Yeah, because before that, it's like, what have I signed up to? What is actually happening?
Yeah.
This is never going to go on stage.
Will we get there? I just love being in rehearsal, whether as a director or as a performer. I just love that process. I know there's always a mantra that I go in with all my rehearsals. It's progress, not perfection.
Exactly.
Progress,
I love
not
that.
perfection.
Progress, not perfection. That's going to be a quote that I keep from today. Cool.
You're also a celebrant for weddings and funerals. What does it mean to you to be part of such important moments in people's lives?
I never ever take it for granted. It is a huge privilege to support a family or a couple, whoever, in a period which is highly emotional, sometimes feeling quite vulnerable. So the fact that somebody's placed their trust in me to deliver their ceremony is a huge honour.
Because you can't do it a second time.
No.
There's no retake. It's a one-time thing.
It is.
So it's also quite a high-pressured
Yeah.
environment, but it also in a nice way.
Yeah.
Which actually leads us into number 5. Do your theatre and performance skills help you work as a celebrant?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. It has to, because I suppose the biggest... As a director, you obviously you were given your script 9 times out of 10, obviously, unless you are creating a script from scratch. But you are taking something from page to what in effect is a stage.
Yeah.
So the skills that I've learned about holding an audience, making sure that you're reading the room, that you're engaging everybody in an appropriate way is vital.
Yeah.
And in both roles, really.
Yeah.
You can walk into...
There is transferable skills though from that, because I mean it is a stage. It doesn't matter how many people are in front of you, the shape of it, the lights, anything like that. It is a stage, which is cool.
What has been one of your most memorable moments, either on stage or directing behind the scenes?
My mum was in Dagenham.
Oh.
Nearly 70. Sorry, Mum.
Oops. Happy birthday!
She's in the late 60s, and we just did the fish and chip concert.
Yes.
Last year. She said, I want to do it. I'm like, oh, okay. So she came along to Dagenham. It was obviously part of the ensemble, 6 weeks before the show, full knee replacement, got over
Oh my
it.
God.
Yeah. Then still did the show.
Wow.
And it was on the very, very final show, and there was a problem with one of the mics, so I had to go backstage anyway to try and sort it out, because I was sort of sit at the front, jig around a lot, making sure that everything's working. So while I was there, I put on a coat, just because everybody who was on stage was, even my stage crew were all in costume in fact. So I was like, okay, I'll just, and they went, you're going to go on, aren't you? I was like, no, I don't want to go on. I think it's really indulgent. I don't want to. And then one of the cast members, Anna, went to me, no, you're going to go on. Get in that dressing room. I've got a dress for you. You can come in the finale. I was like, oh, okay. And actually, it was a really beautiful moment, because it's probably the only time that I'll ever share a stage with my mum.
Oh,
To be able to,
so
to
nice.
do that final
stand
up next to her. And it was more than that, is I walked on looking like absolute dog poo. But then all the members of the cast were like, oh, you're here. I was like, yeah. And then I dragged on all the stage crew as well, and we all just took that very final.
most amazing song to do it to.
It was brilliant. So yeah,
Absolutely
that will
amazing.
be down there as one of them.
Oh,
I love
nice.
it. Okay, so next question is, you are a busy mum of 2 boys and you're a dog owner too. So what does family life look like for you away from work?
Mad. 2 boys, 2 dogs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Full house.
But it's so, doing what I do is so important, because it makes me happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because I'm happy, I'm a better mum.
Yeah, but I think it gives you a bit of flexibility as well.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? You're not in a 9 to 5 all the time. Obviously, there will be times where you do have to be out most of the day. You might have back-to-back bookings or that, but then you might have days where actually have 2-3 days where you can be there, which is really cool.
Lovely.
I love
on
that.
to the next one?
Yes, we're on our last question, I believe.
I do have a second question after it, but I'll ask this one first.
You can always I
can ask my question.
go for it.
So
Doesn't have to be
my
what I've
random-
written. I didn't put any time or effort.
No,
into
so
them.
my
Pointless.
awkward. No, my question is, what advice would you give us as we're starting this new thing?
Ooh, I like it.
Ooh, that's a really tough
I
question.
like
She
it so much.
surprised me
I've
with
just
that one.
leaned back.
Even if it's just
surprised me.
one piece, it doesn't,
I think
One word, don't. Run.
I have so much admiration for the pair of you. Let me make that. You are doing something that I would love to do. And I think because you're doing it together is going to really help. So you can moderate each other. You also have that sounding board for your ideas.
Yeah.
I think if I have one advice, is really understand your community that join you.
Yeah.
Really understand how they work, because I think that has been my success in in the shows that I've done. I've done 3 shows over 3 years with the Rugby Operatics, and the thing that comes through in every single review, if you go back to them, it's that all the people on the stage
enjoy that they're there.
That's one of my things that I said to you when we first and we started chatting. I said it needs to be enjoyable, because it's like when you go and see certain shows, you can see it. When you watch a show, you watch it and you go, oh,
they're not enjoying it,
or they're not gelling as well. Or you go, they look like they're having a great old time. Oh, they've fluffed a line. It doesn't matter. They're having the best time.
Yeah,
and that's what it's about. What's the point in doing it?
And I think that's the thing, is that if you treat your company with kindness, you will get far more out of them. If you humiliate them.
And there are different directors that I'm just like, luckily I've never personally worked with them, but I've heard stories and I'm like, how have you all not walked out in protest? How are you allowing that to happen, given it's amateur theatre as well? You're paying to be there.
That's what
why
I think.
that's the biggest thing for me.
I'm
paying. I don't want to be shouted at. I'm paying.
Not here to shout. And also,
people go there to get away from their lives. Do you know what I mean?
I also think that you need to create a space that feels safe. Create a space that accepts imperfection. Okay, that's fine. We're not here. It's not here to. We're not here to kind of nail it first time, because this is amateur theatre. Or if you're working with amateurs, I know obviously.
But even then, I think that would work in the professional theatre world as well, because, like we said as well, like, that's why we're doing these podcasts as well and everything, because we're showing that it's not like, look what we've just put all these shows on, because it isn't easy.
No, it isn't.
It's
and
really
it's
hard. It's hard. And to have we have our own jobs, our own lives. And then trying to get people to interview and trying to do all these different things and trying to work around everyone and stuff. It is a lot. It's a juggling act, but I just think it's important to have that safe space, but to share the imperfections as well, because I ain't perfect in any way. I mean,
you are to me.
I think it's just certain things that you can offer a performer that just make all the difference. I remember once when we were doing Godspell, one of my performers was singing her song and her eyes line was up here just all the time. She was just clearly so nervous, and I went, look, just stop. Focus on one person. So if you focus on one person, then flip to another, then flip to another, and then flip to another. I said, that is going to make the difference to all your that performance. And it just needs somebody with that eye and to be able to articulate that. That's all it is.
With a softened approach that's understandable. Agreed. Love that. Right.
Good advice.
Well, we are going to our advert section, so let's see what shows on the road.
Don't miss out on We Will Rock You at the Belgrade Theatre Coventry with Coventry Musical Theatre Society, Thursday the 4th of June to Sunday the 7th of June. Come and rock your socks off.
So we are back with Hayley, and we're going to do a very quick fire round. Now, she has not seen these questions, so it's going to be very quick answers. A very quick example is coffee or tea?
Tea.
There you go. Cool. So we're going to ask these questions and see how you get on.
Okay.
Here we go. Early bird or night owl?
Exhausted pigeon.
Sweet or savoury?
Savoury.
City break or beach holiday?
City break.
Favourite movie?
Moulin Rouge. Yeah.
Favourite song right now?
Oh, I'm so old. No idea.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Biggest pet peeve?
Wasps, the bastards.
Dream travel destination?
Australia.
Nice. One word friends use to describe you?
Loyal.
Oh. Introvert or extrovert?
Introverted extrovert, I suppose.
Favourite takeaway?
Like Chinese.
Chinese. Ooh. Morning workout or evening workout?
Morning.
Most used app?
Instagram.
Favourite season?
Spring.
Last thing you binge watched?
The Bennett sister.
Yes, I am looking forward to seeing that too. What is your favourite book?
Bridget Jones's Diary.
Yeah, it's a great book.
Amazing.
Great book.
Wait, do you have another bit? No, we are doing it on the quick fire. So before we go, I just want to say a massive thank you for the support. You've been engaged with us on social media from the very start. You shared our first post. When I said to Darcy, like, oh, I'd really love to interview Hayley, I'd love to get her on the podcast, she was like, absolutely.
Oh, thank you.
So yeah, so now you've got a face to the name of basically our number one follower.
Yeah, and I'm really
Number one follower.
And because you're
top
our
fan.
number one, top fan, because you're our biggest fan, fangirling, but you're our first interviewee. Is that the correct word to say?
I mean, I couldn't say my name.
Yeah, so you're our first
check this
interviewee,
name.
which we were really, really excited about because, yeah, okay, you get to see our faces, but it gets a bit boring with just us two. And it's nice to have somebody else to have a chat with and talk about all of this. So, yeah, we've really loved it.
I just think what you're doing is brilliant. I think it's brave. I think it's aspirational. And I just can't wait to see your journey.
No,
Well
we.
Well
Let's
done.
hope it's not got any roads closed. We flew in the wrong directions. But yeah, no, I'm really excited, and yeah, just thank you for being here today.
You're welcome, thank you.
So we're going to do our sign off. So that was Darcy.
And that was Claire.
And that was Hayley.
So we've got a lot to do, so we've got to go really. Oh, we've got quite a lot to do actually.
We do indeed.
Shit.